Welcome back, everybody. Automotive Inc. Today we're going over 6 features in your Ford Bronco you may not know existed. And if you don't mind, smash the subscribe button for me, hit the thumbs up and notification bell so you know I'm posting new content. So let's just get down to the nitty gritty so we don't have to talk all day about it. Let's go to the back of the Ford Bronco. One thing I do like about it, you can obviously see this, is it does have a lock and unlock button feature here. But you're going to open up your rear gate, guys. And you can see it has a nice piston that stops there. It opens 90 degrees. But what happens when you need more area? It goes out to 150 degrees. It gets completely out of your way. So you can obviously use your accessories if you're camping and everything like that. So you may not have known that because the door always stops at 90 and it will hold it there in the wind. Now the next feature, kind of a little gimmicky, but I do like it because I had similar features in my Dodge Rams in the back, but you have an indoor cooler. Lift up your little panel here, and you can see this box right here has a little rubber drain in it. Pack it with ice, pack it with some roadies or some sodies, and you actually have a little cooler. Not a bad little feature. It's even insulated here at the top. So you may have been thinking it's just a cubby hole, which you could use it for that, but you can also keep your salmon in there if you want with some ice. Pretty cool feature. Now, if you thought this is going to be a video about finding the Easter eggs that are in the Bronco, no way. That's like watching a video on how to beat the Rubik's Cube, so sorry. No, that's going to be your little tickle present to enjoy and have fun with. All right, guys, if you have the aux switches up there, your wiring, and you can run accessories wherever you want, but if you go in here to your fuse box, you're going to find the wiring right up there. So if you want to put an accessory on there, you definitely can. Now the next feature I really do enjoy, so we're going to go into the Sync 4 system. When you go into your Sync 4, hit Features. Ford allows you to record feedback, then listen to your feedback, and then submit it directly to them. Obviously make it real feedback, guys. Don't get in there and put up features, because I'm sure they have an AI thing in there that figures out what you're saying, and it's a great way to give them feedback on anything you think needs to be improved, things you like, things you don't like, and you just click and record, listen to your thing, submit the feedback. Another feature you may not have known is most Broncos do come with a hard owner's manual, but you have your owner's manual within your Sync 4 system. You can go in here, watch tutorials, watch videos, you can read the manual itself, and you have 4 different ways that you can actually search within the system to check that out. Now the next thing I'm going to show you guys is something you can do while you're driving, but I would suggest if you need to do it while you're driving, you have your passenger do it so you can pay more attention to the driving. But say the Sync 4 glitches, and it does happen from time to time, but it is by far, compared to all the rest of them, it doesn't do it anymore and actually does it what I feel is less. But I'm going to show you how to do a hard reboot on your Sync 4 system while you're doing it so you can try and see if this fixes the glitch. All right, so if we go over here, guys, it can be on or off. You're going to push and hold the volume and then push and hold the track forward button. Hold it until the screen goes dark. Let go. You will see the reboot here. And kabam. That usually will fix any of the glitchy issues, or if the screen just goes dark, try to do that. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you guys is just kind of like a little bonus thing, so that way you don't have to look it up in the owner's manual, you don't have to figure it out. But say you have low battery and you get in, or your key fob has low battery, car says need a key fob to start, I'm going to show you where to put that thing. So open up your console, take your little doodaddy tray out, you're going to look down here, lift up your carpet, and there is your key fob tray.